Hello, children. How are you? I hope you all are doing well, studying well, and taking a lot of इंटरेस्ट इन इंग्लिश बिकॉज इंग्लिश से हमें बहुत सारे लाइफ लेसन्स भी मिलते हैं, उसके साथ साथ अलग अलग स्टोरीज पढ़ने मिलते हैं जिनमें आते हैं फेरी टेल्स भी या मर्डर मिस्ट्रीज या जस्ट अ स्टोरी, राइट. साथ साथ पोएम्स ऑल्सो गिव अस अ लॉट ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट थिंग्स अराउंड अस इन द नेचर, ओके, एंड यू नो लॉट ऑफ लेसन्स फ्रॉम पोएम्स ऑल्सो. ऑलराइट, सो चिल्ड्रन, ग्रामर तो हमें एनहांस करता ही है एंड आई एम श्योर बाय नाउ यू हैव ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड रीडिंग एंड राइटिंग, ओके, different stories and everything. So children, now we are going to talk about an angel in disguise, okay. मतलब कभी कभी you know we come across people who are actually like angels, okay, angels in disguise. मतलब they are God sent, okay, maybe they are in a different look, okay, and they are disguised as someone else, okay, but they are actually sent by God for helping someone or helping us, okay. So कभी कभी हम लोग सोचते हैं ना, जब हम बहुत मुश्किलात में होते हैं and someone comes and helps us, we say ना, I am sure God only sent you to help us, okay. So that is what you are talking about in this chapter called the angel in disguise. That means someone is as though God sent, okay, in disguise to help. All right, now do you believe that angels exist? क्या आपको लगता है angels होते हैं? Do you believe that they exist? And what perception do you have about an angel? So आपके हिसाब से angel क्या है, कौन है, how it looks, और कैसे आपकी help करते हैं? Okay, is it a person who looks differently? या फिर not like us? Do they really have wings when they come to help us? Is that the perception that you have? Think about it. How would you benefit people if you get a chance to be an angel? अगर आपको angel बनने का chance मिला तो आप कैसे लोगों की मदद करोगे? Okay, do let us know. All right, now synopsis. T.S. Arthur's 19th century short story An Angel in Disguise tells the sad tale of three children orphaned by their drunken and neglectful mother. So ये तीन बच्चों की कहानी है जिनकी मदर ने उनको निग्लेक्ट किया है बिकॉज शी इज़ ड्रंकन, शी ड्रिंक्स ऑल द टाइम एंड शी निग्लेक्ट्स हर चिल्ड्रन. तो उनकी स्टोरी है. अब द लिटिल सिक चाइल्ड मैगी टीचेस द लेसन्स फाउंड इन थीमेटिक एनालिसिस ऑफ दिस टेल, ओके. सो इसमें से जो छोटी बच्ची होती है, ओके, मैगी, ओके, शी टीचेस द लेसन फाउंड इन द थीमेटिक एनालिसिस ऑफ दिस टेल. Alright, now let's begin and see what is this tale about. Idleness, vice and intemperance had done their miserable work, and the dead mother lay cold and still amid her wretched children. She had fallen from the threshold of her own door in a drunken fit and died in the presence of her frightened little ones. So, now the story starts with, idleness, okay, vice and intemperation, matlab it was like lack of moderation, okay, that had done the miserable world. Now this mother, okay, ये तीन बच्चों की माँ है, who is lying dead cold. She's dead, okay, she's lying there in front of her children. वो खुद के ही she's fallen at the doorstep, at her own doorstep, okay, entry of the of her own house, okay, after she was like heavily drunk, okay, she was under the influence of alcohol, और वो अपने ही गेट के पास गिर के मर जाती है. अब ये जो मदर है, she is a mother of 3 children, okay, and she's totally drunk all the time, और वो अपने ही डोर के पास, okay, गेट के पास she collapses and she dies, okay, and that too in front of her little children. Death touches the spring of our own humanity, okay. This woman had been despised, scoffed at and angrily denounced by nearly every man, woman and child in the village, but now, as the fact of her death was passed from lip to lip in subdued tones, pity took the place of anger and sorrow of denunciation. मतलब लोग ना जनरली जब दूसरे लोग होते हैं तब उनकी तरफ ध्यान नहीं देते, उनको इग्नोर करते, उनको तकलीफ देते, उनको गुस्से से देखते एंड ऑल दैट थिंग. बट जब वो इंसान मर जाता है तो देन पीपल स्टार्ट लुकिंग एट that person with pity, with sorrow, and also the people they have left behind with lot of pity and sorrow. Okay, so ये जो lady थी, okay, when she was alive, people did not pay any attention to her. Okay, they treated her very badly. Okay, they used to criticize her, they used to talk bad about her, disregard her. So they used to always be very criticizing about that woman. But अब उसकी death हो गई है. Okay, so everybody is talking about her death only. So when you're talking about lip to lip in subdued tones, that means everyone is just talking about the death of this woman. Okay, and sorrow of denunciation, matlab they are like criticizing her and everything. Now neighbors went hastily to the old tumbled hut, in which she had secured little more than a place of shelter from summer heats and winter cold, some with grave clothes for a decent interment of the body, and some with food for the half-starving children, 3 in number. अब नेबर्स जो है जल्दी जल्दी भाग के उसके वो छोटा सा जो घर होता है, ओके, उस झोपड़ी में पहुंच जाते हैं जहाँ पे वो रहती थी टू सेव to protect herself from the summer heat, from the winter cold. Okay, और थोड़े से बहुत decent कपड़े थे वहाँ पे उस lady के. Okay, for a decent interment, मतलब for the burial of that lady, they found that there were certain decent clothes in the house. Okay, then and some with food for the half-starving children. So people went over there with decent clothes for the body and also for the with food for the children. So of these, John, who was the eldest, a boy of 12, was a stout lad, able to earn his living with any farmer. So सबसे बड़ा बेटा जो था इस लेडी का वो थोड़ा सा healthy सा बच्चा था, so he can always work and earn a living with a farmer. Kate, between 10 and 11, was bright, active girl, out of whom something clever might be made, if in good hands. So दूसरी बच्ची जो थी वो थी केट, जो 10-11 साल की होगी, एंड शी वॉज अ वेरी ब्राइट एंड एक्टिव चाइल्ड. ओके, एंड शी वॉज क्वाइट क्लेवर ऑल्सो, शी वॉज इंटेलिजेंट ऑल्सो. तो अगर उसको अच्छे से परवरिश मिलेगी तो शी कैन डू वेल इन लाइफ. बट पुअर लिटिल मैगी, ओके, द यंगेस्ट वॉज होपलेसली डिजीज्ड. अब तीसरी वाली जो थी वो थी मैगी, हु वॉज सफरिंग, हु वॉज डिजीज्ड, मतलब वो सिक चाइल्ड था, बीमार रहती थी. 2 years before, a fall from a window had injured her spine, and she had not been able to leave her bed since, except when lifted in the arms of her mother. So 2 साल पहले जब वो विंडो से गिर गई थी, ओके, उसके पीठ में चोट लगी थी और उसके बाद से वो बेड से हिली नहीं है. बस उसकी माँ उसको उठा लेती थी, तब वो she was moving from the bed. What is to be done with the children? That was the chief question now. अब सबको सवाल था कि बच्चों का क्या किया जाए. Okay, so the dead mother would go underground and be forever beyond all care or concern of the villagers. So ये जो dead mother थी, okay, she would be buried now. Okay, and be forever beyond all care and concern of the villagers. अब उसको क्या पता कि अपने बच्चों के साथ क्या होने वाला है. But the children must not be left to starve. Okay, now they are thinking कि ये बच्चों को भूख से मरने नहीं छोड़ सकते हम. After considering the matter, okay, and talking it over with his wife, Farmer Jones said that he would take John. Okay, अब बीवी के साथ डिस्कस करने के बाद और ये इशू को के बारे में सोचने के बाद जो फार्मर होता है, फार्मर जोन्स जो होता है, वो अपनी वाइफ से बात करके कहता है कि आई एम रेडी टू टेक जॉन, दैट मीन्स द एल्डेस्ट वन, एंड डू वेल बाय हिम नाउ दैट हिज मदर वॉज आउट ऑफ द वे. ओके, और कहते हैं कि मैं उसको संभालूंगा. ओके, and Mrs. Ellis, who had been looking out for a bound girl, concluded that it would be charitable in her to make choice of Katie, even though she was too young to be of much use for several years. अब Mrs. Ellis जो है वो कहती है कि आई एम ओके टू टेक Katie along with me. तो अभी तो वो छोटी है and she may not be of a lot of use for me, but I am still ready to look after her. I could do much better, I know, said Mrs. Ellis, but as no one seems inclined to take her, I must act from a sense of duty, expect to have trouble with the child, for she is an undisciplined thing used to having her own way. So, Mrs. Ellis further she says that no, I could do much better. I know that, but no one seems inclined to take her. मतलब किसी को इतना है नहीं उसको लेने के लिए, क्योंकि मुझे ऐसा लगता है, इट इज़ माई सेंस ऑफ ड्यूटी दैट टू एक्सपेक्ट ट्रबल. इस बच्चे से मुझे तकलीफ तो होने वाली है, ओके, बट यू नो बिकॉज शी इज़ इनडिसिप्लिन्ड एंड यू नो जो वो ठान लेती है वो वैसे ही करती है. शी हैज़ हर ओन वेज, ओके, बट नो वन सेड आई टेक मैगी, ओके. तो मिसेस एलिस ने ऐसे बात की केटी के बारे में कि थोड़ा सा टाइम लगेगा मुझे उसको डिसिप्लिन सिखाने में और उसको सही करने में, बट आई एम स्टिल ओके विथ दैट ट्रबल, ओके. बट किसी ने भी कहा नहीं कि वी वांट टू टेक मैगी. Pitying glances were cast on her worn and wasted form, and thoughts were troubled on her account. अब सब लोग उसको सिर्फ pitiful नज़र से देख रहे थे, okay? Mothers brought cast off garments and removing her soiled and ragged clothes, dressed her in clean attire, okay? अब जो आसपास की मम्मियाँ थी उन्होंने कपड़े लाके उसके कपड़े चेंज करके और उसको साफ सुथरे कपड़े पहना दी. The sad eyes and patient face of the little one touched many hearts, and even knocked at them for entrance. But no one opened to take her in who wanted a bedridden child. Okay, so बहुत से लोग सिर्फ उसको sympathy से देख रहे थे with a pitiful eyes, okay, but no one wanted to take her in their own house or look after her, because किसको, who wants a bedridden child, ऐसा बच्चा किसको चाहिए जो बिस्तर पर है. Take her to the poorhouse, said a rough man of whom the question, what's to be done with Maggie, was asked. Nobody is going to be bothered with her. So कहते हैं कि इसको poor house में भेज दो. Okay, that means a house for the orphans जो होते हैं वहाँ पे भेज दो, क्योंकि he was the same person who asked कि मैगी का क्या किया जाए. So and nobody is going to bother to take her. The poor house is a sad place for a sick and helpless child, answered one. तो कोई कहता है कि जो पुअर हाउस है वो इस बीमार बच्चे के लिए, हेल्पलेस बच्चे के लिए, इट इज़ अ वेरी सैड प्लेस. फॉर योर चाइल्ड और माइन, सेड द अदर, lightly speaking, but for this brat it will prove a blessed change. She will be kept clean, have healthy food, and be doctored, which is more than can be said of her past condition. So फिर एक जन कहता है कि you know मे बी ये जगह उसके लिए सही होगी, क्योंकि उसको नहलाया जाएगा, उसको खाना दिया जाएगा, उसको डॉक्टर विजिट होगी, एंड देन दे कैन लुक आफ्टर दैट चाइल्ड. ओके, सो परहैप्स दिस इज अ बेटर चेंज फॉर हर, अ ब्लेस्ड चेंज फॉर हर. देयर वाज रीजन इन दैट, बट स्टिल इट डिडंट सेटिस्फाई. ओके, तो अभी इसमें रीजन तो था, बट स्टिल वो सेटिस्फाइंग नहीं था. द डे फॉलोइंग द डे ऑफ डेथ वॉज मेड द डे ऑफ बरियल. ओके, मतलब डेथ का अगला दिन जो था, इट वॉज डिसाइडेड कि इस दिन उस मम्मी का बरियल किया जाएगा. सो अ फ्यू नेबर्स वर एट द मिजरेबल होवल, बट none followed the dead cart as it bore the unhonored remains to its proper grave. So अब उस घर के यहाँ पे तो थोड़े से नेबर्स थे, बट कोई भी उस डेड कार्ट के साथ, मतलब द फ्यूनरल के साथ कोई भी वहाँ पे नहीं गया for the burial. Okay, so nobody followed that cart, okay, because and then there was this grave of this poor woman. Farmer Jones, after the coffin was taken out, placed John in his wagon and drove away. Okay, so coffin जब लेके गए, when the cart took the coffin away, farmer Jones ने John को लिया, अपने वैगन में, अपनी गाड़ी में डाला और उसको लेके he went away, satisfied that he had done his part, saying that मैंने अपना part कर लिया, and he was pretty happy with it. Mrs. Ellis spoke to Kate with a hurried air. Bid your sister goodbye. Okay, so Mr. Ellis ने Kate को बोला कि अपनी बहन को बाय बोल दो. Okay, and drew the tearful child apart apart ere scarcely their lips had touched in a sobbing farewell. और जैसे वो लोग एक दूसरे को बाय बोलने से पहले ही मिसेस एलिस उसको लेके निकल गई. Hastily others went out, some glancing at Maggie and some resolutely refraining from a look until all had gone. Okay? और फिर जल्दी जल्दी में सब लोग भी निकल गए वहाँ पे, just looking at Maggie, okay, and some of them were even trying to not actually have an eye contact with her also. और ऐसे ही सब लोग धीरे धीरे वहाँ से निकल गए. Just beyond the threshold, Joe Thompson, the wheelwright, paused and said to the blacksmith's wife, who was hastening off with the rest. Okay, so तभी वहाँ पे beyond the threshold, Joe Thompson जो था, okay, he was a wheelwright, okay, वो रुक गया वहाँ पे, okay, और उसने blacksmith की जो wife होती है उस he paused there and said something to the blacksmith's wife, okay, जो वहाँ से निकल रही थी with the rest of them. It's a cruel thing to leave her so. Then take her to the poorhouse. She'll have to go there, answered the blacksmith's wife, springing away and leaving Joe behind. अब जो ने उस blacksmith के wife से कहा कि ये कितना cruel है इसको यहाँ पे पीछे छोड़ना अकेली को. तो the blacksmith's wife says, तो फिर तुम अपने तो फिर तुम इसको poor house में छोड़ दो. Okay, she gives him that reply. So for a little while, the man stood with puzzled air. Then he turned back and went into the hovel again. अब थोड़ी देर के लिए ये वहीं पे खड़ा रह गया, thinking कि मैं क्या करूँ. Okay, and he was like really confused. फिर वो मुड़ के दोबारा से उस घर के अंदर घुस जाता है, उस छोटे से झोपड़े के अंदर. Maggie with painful effort had raised herself to an upright position and was sitting on the bed, straining her eyes upon the door out of which all had just departed. A vague terror had come into her thin white face. Okay, जब वो अंदर जाके देखता है तो मैगी ने बहुत कोशिश करते, बहुत हिम्मत से वो उठकर बैठ गई थी. एंड शी वॉज जस्ट लुकिंग एट द डोर. ओके, डोर की तरफ देख रही थी कैसे एक एक करके सब लोग निकल गए थे वहाँ से. ओके, एंड नाउ शी वॉज लाइक एक थोड़ा सा ऐसे अजीब सा डर बैठा था उसके मन में कि क्या होने वाला है. ओके, सो एंड शी वॉज जस्ट सिटिंग विद अ वाइट फेस देयर. ओके, टोटली blank and just staring at the door with fear. Oh, Mr. Thompson, she cried out, catching her suspended breath. Don't leave me here all alone. तो वो फिर तब मिस्टर थॉमसन को बोलती है कि ओ मिस्टर थॉमसन, प्लीज़ मुझे यहाँ पे अकेले छोड़ कर मत जाओ. Though rough in exterior, Joe Thompson, the wheelwright, had a heart and it was very tender in some places. He liked children and was pleased to have them come to his shop, where sleds and wagons were made or mended for the village lads without a draft on their hoarded sixpences. Okay, so अब जो थॉम्सन जो था वैसे दिखने में तो काफ़ी रफ लग रहे थे, बट ही वॉज वेरी काइंड एट हार्ट. ओके, एंड उनको बच्चों से बहुत प्यार था. सो ही वॉज वेरी एंड ही यूज्ड टू ट्रीट देम वेरी वेल जब भी बच्चे उनके शॉप पे आते थे. ओके, और उनकी शॉप में बिकॉज ही वॉज अ व्हील राइट, सो इन हिज शॉप जो वैगन्स या स्लेज होते थे वो उसका रिपेयर करता था या नए बनाता था. ओके, no dear, he answered in a kind voice, going to the bed and stooping down over the child. So तो उसके पास जाता है और कहते हैं नहीं बेटा ऐसे नहीं होगा. ओके, यू शांट बी लेफ्ट हियर अलोन. तुम यहाँ पे तुम्हें कोई भी अकेले यहाँ पे नहीं छोड़ के जाएगा. Then he wrapped her with the gentleness almost of a woman in the clean bed clothes which some neighbor had brought, and lifting her in his strong arms bore her out into the air and across the field that lay between the hovel and his home. Okay, so अब उसने उसको जो बेडशीट थी उसमें उसको रैप किया उस लड़की को और अपने आर्म्स में अपनी गोद में प्यार से उठा के he took her out of the house. Okay, and he went across the field जो उसके घर और उस लड़की के घर के बीच में आता. Now, Joe Thompson's wife, who happened to be childless, was not a woman of saintly temper, nor much given to self-denial for others' good, and Joe had well-grounded doubts touching the manner of greeting he should receive on his arrival. Okay, अब जो की वाइफ जो थी, okay, वो थी उसका जो नेचर था, शी वॉज ऑफ एन एंग्री नेचर. ओके, एक उनके कोई बच्चे नहीं थे. ओके, एंड नॉर मच गिवन टू द सेल्फ डिनाइल फॉर अदर्स गुड. सो मतलब ना वो दूसरों के बारे में मतलब उसको कुछ पड़ी थी. ओके, एंड यू नो जो हैड वेल ग्राउंडेड डाउट्स. अब जो को डाउट्स थे कि ये अच्छे से इस लड़की को घर में नहीं एक्सेप्ट करेगी. ओके, Mrs. Thompson saw him approaching from the window and with ruffling feathers met him a few paces from the door as he opened the garden gate and came in. Okay, अब Mrs. Thompson जो है वो दूर से ही देखती है Mr. Thompson को आते वक्त. Okay, और गुस्से में आके वो डोर के पास ही उसको मिलती है. Okay, as he opened the garden gate and he came in. He bore a precious burden and he felt it to be so. Okay, अब उनके हाथ में जो बच्चा था, it was like a precious burden for him. Okay, and he felt like, as his arms held the sick child to his breast, a spear of tenderness went out from her and penetrated his feelings. A bond had already corded itself around them both and love was springing into his life. Okay, अब you know that child, the way she hugged him, the way she was in his arms. Okay, Mr. Joe Thompson जो थे, he already felt that, you know, type of love between the child and him. Okay, he felt that he took her like his own daughter. Okay, as if she is his own daughter. That way he was holding her very kindly. बहुत प्यार से उसको अपने गोद में उठाया था उन्होंने. Okay, जैसे एक पिता अपनी बच्ची को लेते हैं. What have you there? Sharply questioned Mrs. Thompson. तो Mrs. Thompson उसको पूछते, मतलब बिकॉज ही इज रैप्ड हर इन दैट बेडशीट. उन्होंने उसको बेडशीट में रैप किया है और गोद में उठाया. सो मिसेस थॉमसन को नज़र में नहीं आया कि उसने क्या कैरी किया है. तो वो पूछती ये तुम्हारे हाथ में क्या है. सो जो फेल्ट द चाइल्ड स्टार्ट एंड श्रिंक अगेंस्ट हिम. अब वो लड़की जो थी वो आवाज़ सुन के डर जाती है. तो वो जब डर जाती है तो खुद को ऐसे एकदम से वो सिकुड़ लेती है. He did not reply except by a look that was pleading and cautionary that said. Okay, अब उन्होंने reply नहीं किया, but you know it was like a look जो दिया उन्होंने, it was like जब हम प्ली करते हैं कि इसको मतलब होता है ना कि पिटीफुल नज़र से देखते हैं या फिर यू आर ट्राइंग टू प्ली. ओके, रिक्वेस्ट कर रहे हो किसी से या कॉशनरी दैट वेट अ मोमेंट फॉर एक्सप्लेनेशंस एंड बी जेंटल. तो उसको कहते हैं वाइफ को कि शांति रखो. ओके, वेट करो. ओके, लेट मी एक्सप्लेन एंड प्लीज बी नाइस एंड काइंड. And passing in, carried Maggie to the small chamber on the first floor and laid her on a bed. Okay, and फिर वो घर के अंदर जाता है और मैगी को फर्स्ट फ्लोर पे बेड पे रख देता है. Then stepping back, he shut the door and stood face to face with his vinegar-tempered wife in the passageway outside. Okay, उसके बाद उसको रख के वो जब नीचे आता है, he is now standing in front of his wife. Okay, जिसका who does not have a good temper. Okay, जिसको बहुत जल्दी गुस्सा आता है. Okay, so you haven't brought home that sick brat. Anger and astonishment were in the tones of Mrs. Joe Thompson. Her face was in a flame. Okay, अब Mrs. Joe ने अंदाज़ा लगाया था कि इन्होंने Mr. Joe Thompson ने उस बच्चे को उठा के लाया. So she is like, I hope that you've not got that little brat home. Okay, and she was very angry and you know. So I think women's hearts are sometimes very hard, said Joe. Usually Joe Thompson got out of his wife's way or kept rigidly silent and non-combative when she fired up on any subject. So जनरली जो थॉमसन जो है उनकी बीवी जब भी गुस्सा करती थी या जब भी ऐसे एंग्री मूड में रहती थी, ही यूज्ड टू आइदर बी साइलेंट या फिर वो वहाँ से चुपचाप से निकल जाते थे. कोई भी पलट के उसको जवाब नहीं देते थे. ओके, but okay, it was with some surprise therefore that she now encountered a firmly set countenance and a resolute pair of eyes. Okay, but she was very surprised कि इस बार Mr. Joe, he just looks at her. Okay, so it was you know as if कि उन्होंने अपना मन बना लिया है कि ये बच्चा यही रहेगा, ओके तुम्हें जो करना है करो, तुम्हें जो बोलना है बोलो। दैट टाइप ऑफ एटीट्यूड इज व्हाट उसके लुक में था। Women's heart are not half as so hard as the men's, she replied. So वो कहती है कि जो women होते हैं, ladies होते हैं, उनका जो दिल होता है it's not half so hard as men's, okay? तो उसको लगता है कि men के heart जो होते हैं they are more hard और सख्त होते हैं as compared to women, and women are very soft hearted. Joe saw by a quick intuition that his resolute bearing had impressed his wife, and he answered quickly and with real indignation, "Be that as it may." Every woman at the funeral turned her eyes steadily from the sick child's face, and when the cart went off with her dead mother, hurried away and left her alone in the old hut with the sun not an hour in the sky. Okay? अब जो है विथ हिज क्विक इंट्यूशन, ओके उसको लगता है कि उसने जो बोला था, ओके दैट विमेंस हार्ट आर समटाइम्स वेरी हार्ड, ओके तो उसको फील हुआ कि शायद से उसकी जो बात है वो उसको उसकी वाइफ को चुभ गई है, और इसके लिए उसने उसको पलट के जवाब दिया है कि लेडीज़ का हार्ट या विमेन का हार्ट जो होता है इट इज़ नॉट एज हार्ड एज दैट ऑफ मैन, ओके मतलब विमेन डू हैव अ सॉफ्ट कॉर्नर, ओके एंड दे डू हैव अ गुड हार्ट. सो अब उसने फिर उसको एक्सप्लेनेशन देना शुरू किया कि जो भी तुम्हें सोचना है सोच लो, ओके उस फ्यूनरल में जितनी भी औरतें आई थी उन्होंने अपनी नज़र फेर दी थी, किसी ने इस बच्ची के पास मुड़ के देखा नहीं. तुरंत जैसे उसकी मम्मी का फ्यूनरल जो कॉफिन है वो वहाँ से निकला, धीरे धीरे सब उस घर से भागने लगे, ओके निकलने लगे, एंड दे जस्ट लेफ्ट behind this poor little girl. Okay, where was John and Kate? asked Mrs. Thompson. तो जॉन और मिसेस थॉमसन ने पूछा फिर जॉन और केट कहाँ थे? Farmer Jones tossed John into his wagon and drove off. तो फिर उसने बताया कि फार्मर जोन्स जॉन को लेके निकल गया. Katie went home with Mrs. Ellis, but nobody wanted the poor sick child. Okay, send her to the poorhouse was the cry. So फिर वो कहता है कि जॉन को फार्मर जोन्स लेके गए, केटी को मिसेस एलिस लेके गई, बट किसी को भी ये बच्चा नहीं चाहिए था, कह रहे थे इसको पुअर हाउस में भेज दो. Why didn't you let her go? What did you bring her here for? तो वो कहती हैं कि फिर आपने उसको क्यों नहीं भेजा वहाँ पे पुअर हाउस में, आप उसको यहाँ पे क्यों ले आए? So then he replies back saying that she can't walk to the poorhouse, said Joe. Somebody's arms must carry her, and mine are strong enough for that task. तो कहता है कि पर पुअर हाउस जाने के लिए उसको चल के जाना पड़ेगा और उसमें उतनी ताकत है नहीं. Somebody has to carry her in the arms. My arms, they are strong enough for that task. Then why didn't you keep on? Why did you stop here? Demanded the wife. तो उसने फिर वाइफ ने पूछा तो फिर आप उसको पुअर हाउस तक लेके क्यों नहीं गए, आप घर पे क्यों आए, क्यों बीच में रुक गए? Because I am not apt to go on fool's errands. The guardians must first be seen and a permit obtained. There was no gainsaying this. So अब उसने कहा कि क्योंकि I am not apt, okay, I'm not apt to go on fool's errands. So मतलब I'm not fit enough to deliver something, okay, to a place, okay. उसके लिए you need to have certain permissions, okay. The guardian must first be seen, okay. जो guardian होता है, जो देखने वाला है, उसको पहले देखना पड़ता है कि कौन है, and then permission भी obtain करनी पड़ती है, okay. There was no gainsaying this. मतलब there was not, I'm not saying anything against it, but this is the process, okay. When will you see the guardians? Was asked with irrepressible impatience. So फिर अब वाइफ पूछती है तो फिर आप गार्डियंस को, मतलब गार्डियंस इज द पर्सन हु आर इन चार्ज ऑफ दैट पुअर हाउस, तो फिर अब ये वाइफ पूछती है तो फिर आप कब जाओगे उनसे मिलने? तो ही सेज टुमारो, तो कहता है कल जाऊंगा. So why put it off till tomorrow? Go at once for the permit and get the whole thing off your hands tonight. सब वाइफ कहती कि कल तक क्यों रुकना है, आप आज ही इस काम को खत्म कर दो. ओके, आज रात तक ये काम खत्म कर दो. Jane said the wheelwright with an impressiveness of tone that greatly subdued his wife. I read in the Bible sometimes and find much said about little children. Jane said the wheelwright with an impressiveness of tone that greatly subdued his wife. Okay, अब बहुत sternly, okay, जो होते हैं जो थॉमसन, he tells his wife, okay, Jane. So the moment he says Jane, जो वाइफ जो इतने गुस्से में रहती है, ओके, शी इज लाइक अ लिटिल स्टर्न बिकॉज वो शांत हो जाती है, ओके, वहाँ पे. तो वो उसको बाद में बताता है कि आई रेड इन द बाइबल समटाइम्स, मैंने बाइबल में पढ़ा है, एंड फाइंड मच सेड अबाउट लिटिल चिल्ड्रन, और मैंने छोटे बच्चों के बारे में ये पढ़ा है कि हाउ द सेवियर रीबुक्ड द डिसाइपल्स हु वुड नॉट रिसीव देम, how he took them up in his arms and blessed them, and how he said that whosoever gave them even a cup of cold water which should not go unrewarded. Okay, so कहता है कि मैंने बाइबल में पढ़ा है, okay, कि कैसे the savior, that is Jesus Christ, okay, he rebuked the disciples who would not receive them. मतलब जो डिसाइपल्स बच्चों को प्यार से रिसीव नहीं करते थे, कैसे जीसस क्राइस्ट यूज्ड टू रीबुक देम, ओके, एंड हाउ ही टुक देम अप इन हिज आर्म्स, कैसे द सेवियर यूज्ड टू टेक द चिल्ड्रन इन हिज आर्म्स, यूज्ड टू ब्लेस देम, ओके, एंड हाउ ही सेड दैट कि whoever gave them even a cup of cold water should not go unrewarded. मतलब बच्चों को जो प्यार से लेते हैं, ओके, वो ओके, जो उनको प्यार से देखते हैं, प्यार से संभालते हैं, इवन इफ दे गिव देम अ कप ऑफ कोल्ड वाटर, they should not go unrewarded. Okay, so it is like, you know, giving a cup of water also to a poor little child is something that is rewarding. They should be looked upon with lot of love, is what Jesus Christ had said in the Bible, is what now Mr. Thompson is telling Mrs. Thompson. Now it is a small thing for us to keep this poor motherless little one for a single night, to be kind to her for a single night, to make her life comfortable for a single night. तो कहते हम इतना तो कर सकते हैं इस बच्चे के लिए कि हम एक रात के लिए, ओके, उसके साथ प्यार से बिहेव कर सकते हैं. शी इज़ अ मदरलेस चाइल्ड, ओके, वी कैन बी नाइस टू हर, वी कैन बी काइंड टू हर, ओके, एंड वी कैन मेक हर comfortable at least for one single night. The voice of the strong, rough man shook, and he turned his head away so that the moisture in his eyes might not be seen. Okay, और मतलब while he was saying this, he was so touched कि उनकी आंखें भर आई थी, and he just moved his face away. He turns his face. Mrs. Thompson did not answer, but a soft feeling crept into her heart. Okay, अब मिसेस थॉमसन जो है उन्होंने पलट कर जवाब नहीं दिया, but yes, listening to what her husband said, okay, even she felt that soft feeling, okay, creeping into her heart कि yes, हम एक रात तो इस बच्चे को comfort दे सकते. Look at her kindly, Jane. Speak to her kindly, said Joe. Think of her dead mother and the loneliness, the pain, the sorrow that must be on all her coming life. The softness of his heart gave unwanted eloquences to his lips. So अब वो अपनी वाइफ से कहता है कि प्लीज जेन, his wife's name is Jane, he says, Jane, प्लीज तुम उसके साथ प्यार से बात करो, उसको प्यार से देखो, ओके, सोचो उसकी डेड मदर के बारे में, ओके, सोचो क्या लोनलीनेस, क्या पेन, क्या सॉरो ये लड़की महसूस कर रही है, ओके, अबाउट व्हाट इज गोइंग टू हैपन इन हर लाइफ, जो डर उस लड़की के मन में है उसके बारे में सोचो, ओके, एंड द सॉफ्टनेस ऑफ हिज हार्ट, ओके, अब जिस तरीके से वो बात कर रहा था, दैट सॉफ्टनेस ऑफ हिज हार्ट, ओके, इट गेव अनवांटेड eloquences to his lips, okay, so the way he was not like that, okay, he looked like a rough man, so iski wajah se it was very unusual, okay, and the way he was talking टू हिज वाइफ, जिस तरीके से उसको प्लीड कर रहा था, ही वॉज ट्राइंग टू परसुएड हर कि प्लीज तुम इस बच्चे के साथ अच्छे से बिहेव करना. ओके, दैट वॉज समथिंग विच वॉज वेरी हार्ट टचिंग. Mrs. Thompson did not reply, but presently turned towards the little chamber where her husband had deposited Maggie, and pushing open the door, went quietly in. अब मिसेस थॉम्सन जो हमेशा गुस्से में रहती है, शी सेड नथिंग. वो बस वहाँ से निकल जाती है और वो उस चेम्बर में जाती है जहाँ पे मैगी को जो थॉम्सन ने रखा था. ओके, जो डिड नॉट फॉलो. अब जो उसके पीछे पीछे नहीं जाते, ही जस्ट वेट्स. ओके, ही सॉ दैट हर स्टेट हैड चेंज्ड एंड फेल्ट दैट इट वुड बी बेस्ट टू लीव हर अलोन विद द चाइल्ड. सो ही डजंट फॉलो हर. वो अपनी वाइफ के पीछे नहीं जाता है बिकॉज उसको ऐसे फील होता है कि शायद से उसके वर्ड्स ने उसकी वाइफ का जो हृदय परिवर्तन किया है. ओके, इट्स चेंज्ड हर हार्ट. ओके, एंड ही वांट्स कि वो अकेले उस बच्चे को जाके देखे. ओके, सो ही वेंट टू हिज शॉप which stood near the house and worked until dusky evening released him from labor. Okay, फिर वो अपने शॉप पे चला जाता है. ओके, एंड शॉप इज वेरी क्लोज टू हिज हाउस एंड वो शाम तक वापस नहीं आता. A light shining through the little chamber windows was the first object that attracted Joe's attention on turning towards the house. Okay, जब वो मुड़ के घर की तरफ देखता है तो उसका अटेंशन जाता है उस छोटे से कमरे में लगे हुए लाइट की तरफ. Okay, it was a good omen. So for him it was like a good and positive sign. Okay, he felt that perhaps his wife has accepted the girl. The path led him by this window, and when opposite, he could not help pushing to look in. It was now dark enough outside to screen him from observation. Okay, so the path, okay, led him by the windows. Okay, so he went over there, he went back. Okay, he could not help pausing to look in. Okay, अब उसको झाँक के देखना था. Okay, how Maggie is. So Maggie lay a little raised on the pillow with the lamp shining full upon her face. So Maggie जो है वो अपने उसका सर पिलो पे रखा था and you know the light that was coming from the lamp that was shining on her face. Mrs. Thompson was sitting by the bed talking to the child, but her back was towards the window. अब Mrs. Thompson बैठ के बच्चे से बात कर रही थी and her back was towards the window so that her countenance was not seen. From Maggie's face, therefore, Joe must read the character of their intercourse. Okay, he saw that her eyes were intently fixed upon his wife. Okay, तो वो देखता है कि जो मैगी है उसकी नज़रें उसकी वाइफ में, मतलब they are like in eye contact with each other. Okay, and now, okay, and that now and then a few words came. Okay, और बीच बीच में वो कुछ उससे बात करे, as if in answers from her lips. That her expression was sad and tender, but he saw nothing of bitterness or pain. So मतलब उसको कहीं पे भी ऐसे नहीं लगा कि you know that his wife has not accepted the child, there is bitterness या pain है, ऐसी कुछ नहीं दिखा. A deep drawn breath was followed by one of relief as a weight lifted itself from his heart. So now he was like relieved that finally he felt that his wife is now calm. Okay, and she is being kind and gentle to the child. On entering, Joe did not go immediately to the little chamber. So घर पे जाने के बाद जो तुरंत उस बच्चे के चेम्बर में नहीं गए, वो दूर से ही विंडो से ही ये सब देख रहे थे. His heavy tread about the kitchen brought his wife somewhat hurriedly from the room where she had been with Maggie. So अब जब जो किचन में एंटर करता है तो जो साउंड आई तो उससे वो उसकी वाइफ तुरंत भाग के नीचे आई. So Joe thought it's best not to refer to the child, okay, nor to manifest any concern in regard to her. अब जो को उस बच्चे के बारे में कुछ भी बात नहीं करनी थी. Okay, because obviously अगर कुछ बोल दिया तो he was not sure कि how his wife will react. How soon will supper be ready? He asked. तो उसने वाइफ से पूछा कि खाना कब लगेगा. तो Mrs. Thompson says that right soon, beginning to bustle out. There was no asperity in her voice. Okay, तो कहते हैं हाँ बहुत जल्दी मिलेगा. And she was like you know जल्दी जल्दी वो खाना बनाने के लिए वो she moves to the kitchen. Okay, she starts moving around and she's a little excited, okay, and there was no harshness, okay. She was not at all rude to him when she was talking to him. So her voice had actually mellowed down. After washing from his hands and face the dust and soil of work, Joe left the kitchen and went to the little bedroom. उसके बाद हाथ मुंह धो के Joe went to that little bedroom. A pair of large bright eyes looked up at him from the snowy bed. Looked at him tenderly, gratefully, pleadingly. How his heart swelled in his bosom. Okay, so when he goes to that room, he sees that small girl. Okay, she has nice bright eyes. Okay, and she's looking at him with lot of love and tenderness. Okay, and she's so grateful at the same time. Plead bhi kar rahi hai. So all those things, and he was like totally, his heart was, it swelled up. Okay, with what a quicker motion came the heartbeats. Joe sat down and now for the first time examining the thin free carefully under the lamplight, saw that it was an attractive face and full of a childish sweetness which suffering had not been able to obliterate. So his heart is like, full of love for that child. Okay, और फिर अब जाके वो उसके साइड में बैठ जाते हैं, and then he sees that ये जो लड़की है, she has a very attractive face. Okay, she has that childish sweetness. Okay, जो उसके suffering की वजह से, okay, it was like, it was covered. Okay, it was destroyed. Her childish, that sweetness was not there. Your name is Maggie, he said as he sat down and took her soft little hand in his. So अब वो उससे conversation शुरू करता है. So he asked her, your name is Maggie. So she's like, yes sir. Her voice struck a chord that quivered in a low strain of music. Okay, now it was like, the voice was so sweet. Okay, so as if it was like a low strain of music being coming out of her mouth. Okay, have you been sick long? Then he asked her कि क्या तुम बहुत दिन से बीमार हो? So she replies saying yes sir. What a sweet patience was in her tone. So वो प्यार से yes sir कहती है, and the way she was speaking, he was being impressed all over again. Okay, and she was very sweet. Her tone of speaking was very sweet. Has the doctor been to see you? So उसने पूछा कि डॉक्टर आते थे तुम्हें देखने के लिए? He used to come. So उसने कहा कि हाँ कभी कभार आते थे, but not lately. But बहुत दिन से वो नहीं आए. So she said, but so he asked, but not lately. So she says, no sir. So have you any pain? क्या तुम्हें कोई दर्द हो रहा है? तो कहते हैं sometimes but not now. कभी कभी होता है but अब नहीं हो रहा है. When had you pain? This morning my side ached and my back hurt when you carried me. So आज सुबह मेरे sides में दर्द हो रहा था, और जब आपने मुझे उठाया तब मेरे पीठ में दर्द हो रहा था. It hurts you to be lifted or moved about. क्या तुम्हें कोई उठाता है या मूव करता है तो तुम्हें दर्द होता है? तो कहती है yes sir. Your side doesn't ache now. So अभी पेन हो रहा है तुम्हारे sides में? She says no sir. Does it ache a great deal? बहुत दर्द होता है क्या? So she's like, he's trying to find out about the pain that she's going through. So she says, yes sir, but it hasn't ached any since I have been on this soft bed. तो कहते हैं दर्द तो होता है, but जब से मैं इस सॉफ्ट बेड पे मुझे रखा गया है तब से मुझे इतना दर्द नहीं हो रहा है. The soft bed feels good. तो she's liking that soft bed जिस पे उसको जो थॉमसन ने रखा है. Oh yes sir, so good. What a satisfaction mingled with gratitude was in her voice. So कहते हैं yes sir, it really feels good. Okay, and that feeling of being grateful, gratitude shows on her face. Supper is ready, said Mrs. Thompson, looking into the room a little while afterwards. Okay, so now Mrs. Thompson comes saying that the food is ready, the supper is ready. Joe glanced from his wife's face to that of Maggie. She understood him and answered, she can wait until we are done. Then I will bring her something to eat. So अब जो उसकी wife को देखता है, then he looks at Maggie. So and then his wife says that she can wait. We'll eat our meal first. और फिर मैं उसके लिए कुछ खाने के लिए ले आती हूँ. There was an effort of indifference on the part of Mrs. Thompson, but her husband had seen through the window and understood that the coldness was assumed. Okay, so yes, he could see कि wife की तरफ से भी efforts आ रहे to look after the child. Okay, and but it will take a little time. Joe waited after sitting down to the table for his wife to introduce the subject uppermost in both of their thoughts. But she kept silent on that theme for many minutes and he maintained a like reserve. At last she said abruptly. अब जो को थोड़ा सा डाउट था ही कि his wife might talk about it, okay, कि इसके बाद में उसके बारे में पूछेगी. So he waited at the dinner table कि she starts the conversation. वो खुद से तो नहीं करता है. So he thought, let's wait. But काफ़ी देर तक she does not remove the topic. And then suddenly she says, what are you going to do with the child? तो पूछती है तुम इस बच्चे के साथ क्या करने वाले हो? Okay, the wife asked her husband. I thought you understood me that she was to go to the poorhouse, replied Joe as if surprised at her question. तो वो बोलते हैं मुझे लगा तुम समझ गए हो जो मैंने कहा था कि इसको पुअर हाउस में भेजने वाला हूँ. So Mrs. Thompson looked rather strangely at her husband for sonic moments. अब Mrs. Thompson जो है, she looks at her husband, okay, for some sonic moments, like for some, she just glances through him, okay, and then she dropped her eyes. The subject was not again referred to during the meal, okay. उसके बाद दोनों ने भी उस टॉपिक को नहीं छेड़ा. At its close, Mrs. Thompson toasted a slice of bread and softened it with milk and butter. Adding to this a cup of tea, she took them into Maggie and held the small waiter on which she had placed them, while the hungry child ate with every sign of pleasure. So, उसके बाद then Mrs. Thompson एक ब्रेड स्लाइस को उस मिल्क के अंदर और बटर के अंदर सॉफ्टन करके ओके शी एड्स इट टू द कप ऑफ टी एंड देन शी टुक इट टू मैगी फॉर हर as a supper, okay, and that child ate it with a lot of pleasure, okay. So Mrs. Thompson asked, is it good? Seeing it with what a keen relish the food was taken, मतलब उसको देख के कि कैसे the way that child ate that food with lot of pleasure, okay, and relished it. तो वो देख के Mrs. Thompson was like, pleased, and she was asking, is it good? So the child paused with the cup in her hand and answered with a look of gratitude that awoke to new life old human feelings which had been slumbering in her heart for half a score of years. So अब वो जो बच्चा था, okay, with that cup in her hand, okay, वो with a thankful look, okay, a look full of gratitude, okay, that awoke to a new life old human feelings, okay, which had been slumbering in her heart for half a score of years, okay. So जो सोए हुए जो feelings थी, अरमान थे, वो as if they have now reawakened. We'll keep her a day or two longer. She is so weak and helpless, said Mrs. Joe Thompson in answer to her husband's remark at breakfast time on the next morning, that he must step down and see the guardians of the poor about Maggie. So next day morning, Mrs. Joe Thompson, okay, Mr. Thompson से जाके कहते हैं कि हम इसको एक दो दिन और रखते हैं हमारे पास, because वो बहुत weak है, okay, और बहुत helpless है. Okay, that was when Mr. Joe Thompson said that he is going to see the guardians of the poor, okay, with regards to Maggie. She will be so much in your way, said Joe. अब Joe उसको बीवी को कहता है कि वो तुम्हारे लिए बहुत तकलीफ हो जाएगी उसकी वजह से तो. So then Mrs. Thompson says, I shan't mind that for a day or two, poor thing. कहते एक दो दिन की तो बात है, कोई बात नहीं, I can manage. Joe did not see the guardians of the poor on that day, on the next, nor on the day following. So उसके बाद एक दो दिन तक तो Joe did not go to see the guardians of the poor. In fact, he never saw them at all on Maggie's account, for in less than a week, Mrs. Joe Thompson would as soon leave thought of taking up her own abode in the almshouse as sending Maggie there. So, he never thought of going to the poor of the guardian because उसको पता था कि एक आध हफ्ते में मिसेस जो थॉमसन जो है उस बच्चे को अपना लेगी. Okay. What light and blessing did that sick and helpless child bring to the home of Joe Thompson, the poor wheelwright. Okay. मतलब उस बच्चे की वजह से इनकी जिंदगी में पूरा चेंज आ गया. Okay. It was like as if he received some kind of a blessing, okay, from God. It had been dark and cold and miserable there for a long time, okay, just because his wife had nothing to love and care for out of herself, and so became sore, irritable, ill-tempered and self-inflicting in the dissolution of her woman's nature. So वो उनके घर का माहौल okay ऐसे बन गया था जैसे there was only darkness. It was like a cold house. His wife used to be always irritated because उसके पास because they did not have a child of their own. Okay, उसकी वाइफ धीरे धीरे गुस्से में रहने लगी, इरिटेबल रहने लगी, ओके, शॉर्ट टेम्पर्ड हो गई, इल टेम्पर्ड हो गई, एंड यू नो वो खुद को ही दोष देने लगी थी फॉर नॉट हैविंग अ child, okay, and she felt like, you know, she had that feeling of being unhappy, yeah, lonely, okay. So all that feeling was there in the Mrs. Thompson, okay, for all these years. Now the sweetness of that sick child, looking ever to her in love, patience and gratitude, was as honey to her soul, and she carried to her, okay, her in her heart, as well as in her arms, a precious burden. Okay, so now what Joe saw was Jane changing completely. Okay, so that feeling, okay, of being lonely, of not having anything, that anger, okay, that she used to always have, that has now calmed down. Okay, it is like, you know, that has been taken over by the sweetness of this child. Okay, and now Mrs. Thompson is looking at her with lots of love, a lot of patience and lot of gratitude. Okay, she's always happy, she's grateful that that girl has entered in their life. Okay, and she carried her in her heart, so she had literally a lot of love for that child now. Okay, and she also carried that girl in her arms, although she, you know, it was like a precious burden for her. As for Joe Thompson, there was not a man in all the neighborhood who drank daily of a more precious wine of life than he. An angel had come into his house, disguised as a sick, helpless and miserable child, and filled all its dreary chambers with the sunshine of love. So where Joe Thompson was concerned, there was not a man in all the neighborhood, okay, who drank daily of a more precious wine, okay, of life. So now, you know, he was also full of life. He was very happy. उसको ऐसे लगा कि जैसे कि मेरे घर में एक छोटे से बीमार बच्चे के रूप में angel has entered my house, okay, because of this child, okay, in the form of this child, and इसने मेरे इस खाली घर को, okay, इस डल घर को अपनी खुशियों से भर दिया है, अपने प्यार से भर दिया. It was as if there is a sunshine of love in my house. This beautiful story about being kind, okay, children, हमेशा दूसरों के साथ जब हम अच्छे से behave करते हैं, okay, when we look at others with lot of care, with lot of love, yes, we are being rewarded by God. He will never turn his face away, okay. So always try to be kind, okay, little things that you do, उससे भी बहुत फर्क पड़ जाता है. Be kind, be grateful, thank God for whatever you have, okay, and do share a bit of whatever you have with those who don't have. जैसे poor हो गए, downtrodden लोग हो गए, जिनके पास सारे facilities नहीं है. So at least we can be nice to them, we can be kind to them and share a little bit of our things with them as well. Alright, this beautiful story was written by T.S. Arthur. Timothy Shea Arthur was a famous 19th century American writer. He was born on June 6, 1809 in Orange County, New York, and he was the son of William Arthur and Anna Shea. He was the editor of fictions and non-fictions such as Baltimore Athenaeum and Young Men's Paper. In 1854, Arthur wrote the largest selling temperance book of the period titled 10 Nights in a Bar Room, And what I saw there, Arthur died on March 6, 1885 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So T.S. Arthur, okay, 19th century के famous American writer थे, and he's gone about writing a lot of fictions, non-fiction stories. उन्होंने उनका largest selling temperance book भी लिखा था जिसका title था 10 Nights in a Barroom and What I Saw There. Alright, now let's look at the new words that we've come across in this chapter, okay, और उनके meanings. Intemperance means lack of moderation. Threshold is entry at the gate. Despised मतलब worthless, किसी को तो worthless consider करना या regardless consider, feeling of contempt. Scoffed is mocked, tease करना. Okay, denounced is condemned. Denunciation मतलब criticizing. Interment is the burial. Okay, wan is pale. Hovel is a small miserable dwelling मतलब वो जो छोटा सा झोपड़ा जिसमें वो रहते थे. Okay, pauper is extremely poor. Resolutely is determined. Vague मतलब not clearly explained. So उसके मन में जो feelings थे वो express ही नहीं कर पाता था. They were very vague, very confusing. Ruffling means annoying. Vinegar tempered मतलब bitter tempered. Okay, the taste of vinegar is like that. Okay, or sour tempered. Non-combative means no battle, no opposition. Errands are short journey to deliver or collect something. Gainsaying is denying, speaking against. Okay, irrepressible, not able to restrain. Unwanted is unusual, yeah, not habituated. Eloquence is fluent and persuasive language. He persuaded his wife, okay, very eloquently. Manifest is to show clearly. Bustle means move around in a busy way, excited activity. Asperity is harshness. Obliterate means to destroy something or to remove something. Quivered is trembled. Sonic movements are speedy moments. Slumbering matlab sleeping. Dissolution means feeling of being lonely या फिर unhappy. Gratitude is being grateful, and disguise means concealing something, and dreary is dull. Alright. Now didactism is all about teaching and educating, and the word didactic comes from a Greek term meaning apt at teaching. So the term didactism, when referring to writing, describes literature serving as a mean to teach the readers something. तो इस chapter से हमें एक lesson मिला है. क्या lesson मिला है? To be kind, to be grateful, okay, and they also have mentioned that God has said that anyone who even gives a cup of cold water to a child, okay, will never go unrewarded. Okay, so they will always be blessed if they are kind and grateful towards others. Okay, before the Aesophic fables, there were parables, myths, legends and proverbs passed down from generation to generation to inspire and advise people how to live and instruct in practices to follow. So yes, Aesophic fables आने से पहले okay, parables होते थे, myths होते थे, legends होते थे, proverbs होते थे, जो एक generation से दूसरी generation पे pass हुआ as an instruction कि how should we behave. Okay, so बच्चे ये जो holy books होते हैं ना, like the Bible or the Quran or the Bhagavad Gita, okay, so all these religious books, they are nothing. They are just our guide. Okay, they give us instructions of how to be with people. Okay, they are nothing but a method by which we live. Advice to Youth by Mark Twain and Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream are the didactic works. The short story An Angel in Disguise teaches the significance of compassion and value of life. Okay, now question time. Read the context. Question time में आपको आएगा reference to context. Okay, so for that you need to read the chapter. Alright, उसके बाद you have to choose the correct options, then followed by answer the following questions and think and write. Alright, चलो अब मूव करते हैं ग्रामर स्टडीज के पास. डायरेक्ट एंड इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच. ओके, असर्टिव सेंटेंसेस. Generally, while changing from a direct speech to an indirect speech, the tenses change to past tense in the indirect speech. So generally जब हम direct को indirect में change करते हैं तो indirect speech में जो है टेंस चेंज हो जाता है इनटू पास्ट टेंस. The direct speech involves quoting the event's words, exact words uttered by the person within the inverted commas or quotation marks. So, direct speech में the way someone has said, it is quoted in the same way. Okay, the teacher said, into commas, inverted commas, do your work quickly. Okay, it's the way the teacher said. The indirect speech is the utterance of the direct speech indirectly by one person to other without the quotation marks. So, यहाँ पे आएगा the teacher ordered the children to finish their work quickly. Okay, she said that she would surely attend the ceremony when there will be a universal truth. Okay, in the तो जैसे direct speech में आया she said I will surely attend the ceremony. Indirect में क्या हुआ? She said that she would surely attend a ceremony. Okay. Similarly, जब कोई universal truth होता है, okay, direct speech में, so there will be no change of tense या फिर person में change नहीं होगा in the indirect speech. The teacher said cows give us milk. Direct. So this is a universal fact. The teacher said that cows give us milk. The simple past tense of the direct speech changes to the past perfect tense in the indirect speech. Okay, so simple past tense अगर direct speech में use हुआ है तो indirect में वो change होगा into past perfect tense. He said I was busy yesterday. He said that he had been busy the previous day. The past continuous tense of the direct speech changes to the past perfect continuous tense in the indirect speech. So, अगर डायरेक्ट स्पीच में पास्ट कंटिन्यूस टेंस है तो इनडायरेक्ट में वो बनेगा पास्ट परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूस टेंस. ओके, शी सेड द मैन वाज स्पीकिंग टू हिज फ्रेंड. शी सेड दैट द मैन हैड बीन स्पीकिंग टू हिज फ्रेंड. सो डायरेक्ट स्पीच एंड इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच में अगर डायरेक्ट स्पीच में सेड वर्ड यूज हुआ है तो इनडायरेक्ट में टोल्ड. टुडे बिकम्स दैट डे, टुनाइट बिकम्स दैट नाइट, टुमारो बिकम्स द नेक्स्ट डे. Yesterday becomes the previous day, here becomes there, now becomes then, this becomes that, these becomes those, ago becomes before, was or were becomes had been, did or verb in the second form, okay, had or had plus verb in the third form, did plus verb in the first form, had plus verb in the third form, has or have been changes to had been, I or we changes to he, she or they, you stays as you, he, she, they, it changes to, there is no change in that. Change the following sentences from direct speech to indirect speech. She said, I will meet you at the cafe. Okay, so ये आएगा she told me that she will meet me at the cafe. He said, I can finish this project by tomorrow. Okay, he told me that he will finish the project the next day. Alright, so likewise it is change. Change the following sentences from indirect speech to direct. She told me that she had visited Paris. She said, I have visited Paris. They said that they were planning a surprise party. Okay, so this will change to they said we are planning a surprise party. Clear? Now, read the conversation given below and complete the paragraph that follows. अब ये conversation पढ़ना है और paragraph को आपको rewrite करना है. Father, what are you going to do? Son, I will phone the warden. Father, what's her name? Son, Radha. She is a very helpful person. Father, will she help you? Son, yes, I'm sure of that. So the father asked his son what he is planning to do. The son replied that he will phone the warden. Alright, so likewise complete the rest of them. Now word study, complete the following sentences by providing reasons for each. Okay, अब इन sentences को आपको complete करना है in your own words by giving reasons. Alright, fill in the blanks with either or, neither nor, or either or neither. Okay, they weren't at neither of the stores. Okay, or they weren't at either of the stores. Neither Maria nor Eduardo was at home. Okay, dash of the answers is correct, try again. Either of the answers is correct, try again. Alright, likewise do the rest of them. Listening time, you have to listen to the passage read out by your teacher with rapt attention. Okay, that means full attention, and then आपको जवाब देना है, okay, about the questions that will follow. Speaking time, you have to make a team. उसमें 3 students होंगे. Each team will represent a story based on the team or on the theme An Angel in Disguise. Now, do not copy the story from the text. You may develop your own story. So, Angel in Disguise के basis पे आपको story बनानी है, okay, and then you can make your own story, all right, in speaking time. Writing time, you have to do story writing, okay, you have to write a story in about 150 to 200 words on the basis of the given outline. इस outline के basis पे आपको story लिखनी है. The illiterate boy caught for pickpocketing, sent to juvenile prison, forced to do lessons, became sullen, rebellious, watched French comic film on TV during recreation hour, fascinated with the language, requested coaching classes, a French tourist guide today. Alright. So, इसके basis पे आपको story अपने words में लिखनी है. Alright. So, children quickly reread this beautiful chapter. जल्दी जल्दी से back exercises complete करो, grammar study complete करनी है, speaking time भी complete करना है, उसके बाद you can get on to the writing skills. Children, do not forget that you have to be kind and full of gratitude towards others. Alright, get going.